Hi, it's me again with Corel tips and tricks. I just made a video on this, so this will be part two, but it won't. I stated in that video I had one work out pretty well, but you just can't do it with the flag in the stars. I mean, if you just had stripes. And I was about halfway through it, I thought I'm going to show how I made this little dark red and just go over it because this is pretty slick. If you will take a line, go up to object or a rectangle, convert it to a curve to get your shape tool, and then add nodes, quite a few nodes, and then select them all and turn them into a curve and maybe get the symmetrical node. You'll have to play around with that. But then if you get nodes and you actually just bring it down and kind of do like that, like a turn. Now, you know, what's the difference between that and that? It's really not much difference. You know, you might want to play around with this and see if there's something close. But if you just, you know, take a couple of nodes and move them up and down, and what is cool, neat about this, excuse me, this part right here and all of it will Control D and make a duplicate. You know, I must have got a little bit off right there. Let me back up. I must have somehow grabbed that node. Let me just keep backing up till I got that. I must have grabbed that node. So let's just take these and kind of get that turn. And then just, you know, don't go crazy. Anyway, something like that. But what's cool about this, it's mimicked. The top and the bottom are the same, so we can Control D and get our four-sided cross. And if you snap to it the first time, then you can go Control D, and you keep getting the same pattern. Now we're going to use the red, and then I'm going to show you. So I'm going to go, well, that's fine. And then I'm going to fill this other one with red. And then I took this one and went to the interactive fill tool, and I swiped across it, put red on both ends. But then I started out with a black, you know, near this fold. And it just made, you know, the black just didn't look good. So I made my own color. Well, oh, you can't use that color. I had to put it on my palette. So it made, that doesn't look too good. That's really the gray. You know what? I made a new color. I made a 2. And so that looks pretty good. And what's cool about this, once you've got that one done, just get the attribute eyedropper, and then you got both of them. Now for the blue, I don't have a really dark blue. So we're going to make one. We can put it up here, make it blue, and then hold down the control button and click on black a couple of times and make it really dark. I'm going to take away the outline. Now, to use that color, you have to go over here and dock it. So I'm going to put it between my two blues. And now I've got that really dark blue. So now I'm going to use the interactive fill tool and swipe it. You know, now I might use that blue in the future. So let's go ahead and get that dark blue and put it like right there. And really with the folds, you probably wouldn't have to do anything. Well, I'm going to go in and put the brighter blue on both sides of it, so it kind of looks like fold. And you know, you can play around with this, play around with that. And then once you have that, attribute eyedropper and take a picture of that or a copy, and look at that. Now that's a little rough for a flag, and you know, other countries could use, if they just have lines, could do. You know, that was my best one. I'm a little bit sharp up here, but in this, I actually tried to go too far, didn't I? I should have had it like stop right in here, but I like this one the best. That really looks, well, I didn't do the blue. So let's finish it. Interactive fill tool, grab that one and put that dark blue there. Wow. Get the attribute eyedropper and it just copies whatever your attribute is, whatever you did to it. Anyway, I hope that was helpful in some places, and thank you for watching.